You can change your life in 30 days. And I know this because I did it. I used to be the person who got excited about fresh starts. Then 2 weeks later, I was right back into feeling like nothing ever works. Then I realized that I was changing the wrong things. So I'm about to show you the three things that you need to change in the next 30 days. And if you actually do this, your life won't look the same in 30 days from now. You ever notice how you can move cities, start fresh, feel incredible for 2 weeks, then somehow end up right back into the same mental space that you were trying to escape? Well, that happened to me. I packed up everything, moved to a new city, thought I was finally getting my life together. 2 weeks in, I felt unstoppable. 2 months in, I'm staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. in the morning, same anxiety, same thoughts, same knot in my stomach, just in a different city now. And that's when I realized that I was the problem. I dragged the same version of me into a new place. So here's what actually worked. It was only three things, 30 days. And the first one is probably something that you're doing backwards right now, which is change how you see yourself. Because your life will always match what you believe about yourself. If you believe that good things just don't happen for you, then you'll probably sabotage them the second they show up. You'll walk past opportunities because you're not looking for them. So here's what you do tonight. Grab your journal. Write down the actual thoughts you have at 2 a.m., the real thoughts that you have about yourself. Example, things never work out for me. I always mess things up, or I don't deserve this. Now, here's the part that changes everything though. You're going to start collecting proof that those thoughts are wrong. Something went right for you today, write it down. You handled something without falling apart, write it down. You felt okay even if it was for 10 minutes, write it down. Every time you act like the new you, you built proof. And that proof is what will rewrite everything. You spent your whole life trying to prove to yourself that you weren't enough. Now you're just telling yourself a different story. So every morning, stand in front of that mirror and you tell yourself, I don't fold. I'm the type of person that things work out for. I keep my word to myself. I move like everything's handled. After about 30 days of doing this, every day, you stop questioning it. It'll start to feel true. Now you can change how you see yourself. But if your energy is still showing you the opposite, nothing will change. And you will stay exactly where you are. One of the ways that you can fix this is by changing your energy. And stay with me because this is the most practical thing that I'm going to tell you. Your energy is what you broadcast before you even speak to people. It's the vibe that you carry into every room, every situation, and every interaction, right? If you're walking around expecting the worst, bracing yourself for a disaster, and waiting for things to fall apart, that's what will keep happening because your energy is a magnet. Think about it. You can't feel anxious and attract peace. You cannot feel like everything's falling apart and expect your life to feel stable. It doesn't work like that. You have to feel different before your life looks different. So let me put you up on game real quick. First thing you should do is name the feeling that you want. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel peaceful, grounded? Do you want to feel free and light? Get specific. Feel it every morning for at least 5 minutes. Sit down, close your eyes, and just feel it. What does peace feel like in your body? Let your nervous system experience it. You're teaching your body what the new normal feels like before it even shows up externally. Use it as a reset button all day. You're going to slip back into fear, stress, and anxiety. That's normal. Your nervous system has been trained for years to default. But when you catch it, pause and ask, how would I feel if everything was already okay? Then shift into that for 30 seconds. Do this every single time. Here's a real example. You're about to do something that usually makes you feel anxious and you feel that familiar panic rising, right? Instead of spiraling, you pause. You ask yourself, how would I feel if I trusted this was handled? You breathe into that feeling for 30 seconds. Then you move forward. And around the 5-minute mark of just doing that consistently, it becomes your baseline. You stop walking around waiting for disaster. You move like someone who trusts things are working out. And when your energy shifts, everything around you responds. So you're shifting your beliefs, you're changing your energy, but if you still tolerating the same chaos, you're going to stay right where you are. Now, this may be the hardest because it requires you to be honest about what you've been letting slide. All right, so you've done the mirror work, you're managing your energy, but let me ask you something. What are you still letting slide? Because your standards is where real change happens. So change what you tolerate because your life will never exceed your standards. If you tolerate chaos, you'll stay in chaos. If you tolerate treating yourself poorly, nothing changes. If you tolerate your own excuses, you'll keep making them. Most people say that they want change, but they're not willing to put in the work. They want peace, but they tolerate living in constant mental chaos. They want growth, but make excuses every time it's time to actually do something uncomfortable. Your life matches what you accept, not what you say you want. Example, you say you want to feel better, right? But every night you stay up scrolling, comparing yourself to people online, letting your mind spiral into worst case scenarios. And then you wake up exhausted and then you do the same things day in and day out. Every single day you do the same things. You're tolerating the exact behavior that's keeping you miserable. But here's what you can do. List what you currently tolerate and be honest. What chaos are you allowing that doesn't need to be there? What negative thoughts are you accepting as truth? What excuses are you making for yourself? Write it all down. It's uncomfortable, but it needs to be clear. Set your non-negotiables for each thing. Write your standards. What will you no longer accept? I'll give you an example. I won't tolerate constant mental chaos in my life. I know that. I will not speak to myself in ways that I never speak to anyone that I love. I will not make excuses for not following through. Be clear and enforce it immediately. But this is where people fail. They set the standard, but they don't enforce it. And when you don't enforce it, you're only teaching yourself that you don't mean it. So next time you're about to cross your own boundary, like reaching for your phone at midnight to scroll, or when you're about to talk yourself out of something that you know that you should do, you have two choices. You enforce it or prove you don't set high standards for yourself. Please make the different choice. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Catch the negative thought and just stop in mid-sentence. Follow through, even when you don't feel like it. It doesn't have to be much. Just be consistent. Because when you start enforcing your standards, you start respecting yourself in a way that you never have. Because every time you enforce your own boundary, you prove to yourself that you matter. And when you treat yourself like you matter, everything else follows. But if you don't do this, you're going to wake up 6 months from now in that exact same space, wondering why nothing has changed. So here's the truth though. You can move, you can start over, you can try to run from where you are. But if you don't change how you see yourself, your energy and what you tolerate, you're just moving the same problems to a new place, a different location. But it's still going to be the same you. And you'll keep getting the same results. But when you begin to change things internally, everything external has to shift. But because your outer world, it always matches your inner one. As you change, all of the conditions around you will change. Not eventually, not maybe, but always. Imagine a month from now when you've actually done this, when you've rewritten your self-concept, when you're moving through life with a different energy, and when you stop putting up with things that don't serve you. Your life looks different because you are different. I know this isn't easy. Change never is, but staying the same is harder, I'm telling you. The question is, are you ready to actually change? So tell me, which one of these three hit the hardest? Was it changing how you see yourself, your energy, or what you're tolerating? Drop a comment. I actually want to know. And if this video gave you clarity that you needed, hit that like button because we're just getting started. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.